Yeah, this is what I drew and gave to the tattoo artist. But the tattoo artist made it kind of angry. I felt like if people knew me, they wouldn't like me. I just didn't think I was good enough. I didn't think I was cool enough. I didn't think I was pretty enough. But I found a boy when I got this new job, and I really wanted to win his affection. I just continued to change myself to be with him.
Jesse became very thin. Jesse lost a lot of weight.
He introduced me to ecstasy, and so once I tried ecstasy, that was sort of the end for me.
At first we thought it was just teenage stuff.
Ecstasy was like what I'd wanted to feel my whole life, you know? I love everything. I feel good about myself. I remember thinking this must be what heaven feels like. And I would do ecstasy at school, maybe 4 or 5 times a day. And then that moved on to cocaine because ecstasy kind of lost power. I would take it and it wouldn't do anything.
She'd come home, her eyes would be glassy. It just became very apparent that she was using drugs. And as we confronted her on it, again, it was just arguing, running away.
My mom would try to talk to me about God. She would try to give me, you know, stories why what I'm doing is hurting me. And I didn't want to hear it, you know. All I wanted was drugs. This is like where I ran away while my mom was in CBS to that blue house, like 4 down.
And things were so bad at home. And I came home from Leaders Council that day to a note.
And sort of just sprung that on my mom. I felt like hanging out and partying and doing drugs was freedom at the time. And that's what I wanted to do. But I didn't know I was walking myself into bondage. Yeah.
We questioned our parenting. We wondered what we did wrong. When I saw her, it was, she'd be shaking. Jesse herself overdosed a couple of times.
I had overdosed and stopped breathing. And so there's a substance called Suboxone, and he would, shouldn't do that motion. He would shoot me up with Suboxone, and that gets rid of the opiates in your system. So I'd wake up.
I said we were going to go out to coffee, and I put her in the car. And we were hoping if we could just get her off of drugs for a few days, that she would begin to think straight again.
So immediately I went into manipulation. Then I got mad, and that didn't work. And when nothing worked, I punched her in the face while she was driving.
But I looked at her and she said, "Don't hate me, Mom." And I said, I'll never hate you. And I know this isn't you. I know this is the drugs and this isn't you. And I love you. And you know, when you're ready, I hope you'll come home.
And I moved directly to my current husband. And then that started the cycle of doing, actually it was meth at night and heroin in the day.
It became months and months and months and years of trying to track her down, trying to keep in the middle of the night, riding our bikes into her neighborhood. You'd have to get through a fence to try to find her car, to try to find out where she is.
I lost my apartment. I moved back into that dirty mobile home. And it just hit me. I'm married. I'm not a little kid rebelling. I'm married to a heroin addict. I'm a heroin addict. And it just sort of hit me. My choices had become real.
I laid on the couches in the mornings crying. And I would just cry out to God and just plead and beg for Him to save her from herself, rescue her from what she's doing. I didn't know how He was going to do it. I didn't know if He was going to do it.
Well, my mom is a community Bible study teaching director. And one night my grandma called me and she said, "Hey, you should check out your mom's teaching from last night." And so I did, and I had been drinking, so I was drunk. I went on the computer and I listened to my mom's lecture, and I remember just being really touched.
The day Jesse called to say that she wanted to come to community Bible study, there's no words. I was thrilled.
And I just remembered I had a family that loved me, and I just felt that pull. I got to go to CBS.
Seeing Jesse walk into community Bible study on her first day with her bright purple hair.
People were walking up to me and touching my face and just being like, "I love you. I've been praying for you." I could cry right now because it was like the first time I had felt loved in a long, long time. And so once I went once, I didn't stop. I didn't stop coming. I didn't miss a day. Well, community Bible study to me really means hope.